Okay. Oops. I started this video with okay. I didn't start the last. I managed to start one video without okay, but not two. So I think there's a problem with proportionality between the. I meant to do this. Between the left and right side of this figure. So I need to adjust that. I need to figure I need to figure out where some of these problems lie. So I think that's a start. Yeah, that fixed everything. No, it didn't. Okay, so let's see. I think this needs to be scaled up a smidge. This foot needs to come in, yes, about there. This guy's head. When I'm selecting stuff, it's always a challenge to know where to actually select things. When you see me hesitate, that's why I'm figuring out where to make my selections. His head needs to be bigger because that chin should come down to almost where, it should almost rest on the trapezius there, or look like it's resting on it, but it also should come out, the chin should come all the way almost out to where the shoulder starts. Oh my goodness. I make sure keep aspect ratio is checked. Thank you very much. So it's funny because I have a tendency to want to draw people with the same head proportion to body proportion, which means I want them all to be 6'2" or 7 foot tall and have superhero proportioned body to head ratio, and that's not the way real people look. So that is a problem that needs fixing. I knew when I was drawing it that I was seeing too much of the shoulder. So I think I need to move the forearm up. About like yo-yo-yo-ness. And then I see at least a little bit. Not even as much as I'm drawing, but too bad. I also, bar humbug. I also think, I seriously think I have done his chest an injustice. I think this guy's chest is bigger, and that needs to be reflected. I had space, and then it disappeared. So now this guy's arm is not going out far enough. If I'm pulling this out, I'm really screwing this up. That means the leg doesn't go out far enough. Really? Ay, caramba. Wow. I don't think I had this at enough of an angle. My daughter's trying to play Wordle. She's in 4th grade, and she's playing Wordle every day. I think his foot needs to be bigger, I'll tell you that. And she actually does really good at it. She's good at Wordle. I haven't done it yet today. I will play Wordle after I finish the os. Inside of the foot, so the arch will be here. Did I make my eraser bigger? Yes, I totally did. I don't know how that happened, but that explains some things. Okay, now, why is sometimes it's just easier to redraw than to try and move stuff around. Yeah, okay. Although, I still think this should be higher up. So, back to the head proportions. You know, this guy's got strong delts. And big clavicle. You can see his especially by the lighting in the image, you can see his big honking clavicle here. So a lot of times, shorter people tend to appear as though they have larger heads they don't. It's just that their body is smaller in proportion to. So it's like if all of us basically have the same size head, a shorter person's body seems smaller in comparison, which makes the head look proportionately larger. This is not always the case, but it is often the case. And there is never any consistency in what I do here, because this is usually what I do in purple, I'm discovering today. Like I'm really tightening this up. Now this actually needs to be up here. The deltoids and the chest are always very tightly connected. Okay. Get out of there. Okay, over here we have the rib cage coming out. And down. Then it comes back. Okay. Latissimus dorsi. Excuse me. All right. It's nice edge lighting on his pecs. Really helps you see the if you see the form, the mass to them. Okay. I really think, I had to push out what I was drawing because of seeing the rib cage come out and making room for the rib cage properly. Coming down here. Okay. All right. Turning on a light so my screen will brighten up. Sorry if this is not very bright. This will certainly help. Okay. See a little bit of the plane of the elbow there. And also, because of the great lighting, you can see the plane of the top of the hand. And then because of that edge lighting, you can see a little bit of the plane of the top of the forearm. Also, you're getting, when you look at this, see this curve here. This is the big muscle everyone likes to draw that you see over here. Okay, but when you see it over here, you can see a hint of it, but it's stretched because the leg is bent, so you're not really going to see that much. But the lighting here gives you a hint of the, you're seeing, and there's rim lighting on top and then fill lighting on the bottom, so you're getting a great shadow there. And then you could see a little bit of a cut here from the muscle that lays in over the top of that. get that, get some great. So there's a side plane, and then you get this, you see highlight where that fill light is coming up. So you get a highlight there. So that shows you the plane that's rounding away from us. And then this, of course, is in shadow because it's away from that. Plane. So much, information in the lighting there. You can even very subtly see it curving back and even cutting in to the, two different parts of the calf. Blah, 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 blah. So over here, there would be the top of this one coming down, but so you have this singular muscle that comes in the middle, and then one on each side, and the one that's toward the middle sits lower than the one on the outside. But you can't see this stuff because all of this is in shadow. So you kind of lose all that, and it's good. It's good to lose edges and stuff in shadow. You even lose a lot of this because you get a little bit of that edging there, but then most of this is even in shadow. And you get highlight where these planes turn over and face away from us to where that fill light is coming in. Just a little bit of edging, lighting there, and then you get darkness where those planes face us again. So, lighting and shadow is always about informing us about planes. So, blah, 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 blah. All right, let me spend a minute on the face here, and then I'll call it quits on this. It's pretty much a side view, I think. But he's got an interesting face because it's not just like a flat thing, He's got a different... His nose comes out maybe just slightly sharper angle than his forehead. Meow. My cat's making funny meow meow sounds. My daughter is struggling to be quiet, to be respectful of what I'm doing, but I don't care. She can talk if she wants. So it's hard to see with that little picture, you know? But okay. So we have under the jaw line coming back, but then we see the jaw line itself coming up. And it's funny, we actually see some lighting there, and then like all of that's in shadow. And his eyebrows are right up on his massacred. His nose is way too long. Man, I always draw noses too long. Drives me bananas. Okay. Okay. I think this is improved dramatically. So let's take a quick comparison. Let's take a quick look at the photo and see, just for shits and giggles, how I've done. I think, as usual, I'll be startled to see just how inaccurate it is. That usually seems to be the case, doesn't it? I just want to fill in these stupid pants. Stupid pants. Okay. Let's yeah. Let's see. Let's go to our reference poses. Let's turn this fella on. And I told you I am off by a mile. Oh, wait, okay, hold on a minute. I guess we need to make them the same size, don't we? All right, I need to make it a little smaller so I can do that. All right, toe, head, 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 toe. Boy, am I off. Holy mackerel, am I off. Ay, ay, ay. The right side's not bad. But the left side, and look how far his head is off. And the size is still, I made it bigger and it's still off. And look how far that R is. Oh, I told you there was problems with the left side. And I made it better and it's still whack-a-mole. Blah. Jeez, oh Pete. Ay, ay, ay. So yeah, look how, look. So the distance between this and this, I mean, I didn't even notice that. They should be so much closer. Ooh. And his head should be so much bigger still. Ay, ay, ay. Well, just goes to show. Hey, come on. Just goes to show. I mean, I don't think it's terrible, but yeah, boy, oh boy, is it off. I mean, this should be down here. And the head should be like this. Jumping Jehoshaphat. Or maybe the leg come up more? I don't know. Whatever. So but that's that. Circles? Okay, fine. Circles. See you in the next one. Peace.